evening and many thanks for joining us. You're watching QTV Nightly News, coming to you live from our studios on Kairaba Avenue with me, Ansmana Isonyase. Here are the main news headlines. The Forum on China-Africa Cooperation has officially been opened in Beijing by China's President Xi Jinping, and with over 50 African heads of state attending, including Gambia's President Adama Barrow. Also, as part of the China-Africa Cooperation Forum, President Barrow on Thursday participated in a high-level dialogue in Beijing on the Belt and Road Initiative. Quest Institute of Technology, formerly Quantum Institute of Technology, today certified 20 teachers after the completion of a 2-week teacher training program on computer technology. And the training for participants for the Social Registry Phase 4 data collection survey commenced on Thursday, organized by the Gambia Bureau of Statistics. In international news, following his recent state visit to West Africa, during which he signed a series of agreements, we take a look at some of the highlights of Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez's visit to the Gambia, Senegal, and Mauritania. Well, stay tuned as we bring you more on these and other stories. And we now take a look at the news in detail. Now, the Forum on China-Africa Cooperation has officially opened by China's President Xi Jinping. Over 50 African heads of state, including President Adama Barrow, have gathered in Beijing, China. This year's theme is joining hands to advance modernization and build a high-level China-Africa community with a shared future. Jennifer Sonko is in Beijing.
President Xi Jinping's opening statement at the Forum on Africa-China Cooperation in the Great Hall of the People in Beijing focused on a 10-point initiative for Africa, which includes agriculture, trade, infrastructural development, amongst others. Over the next 3 years, China is pledging to provide funding of 360 billion yuan, $50.6 billion to support its 10-point initiative, including 210 billion yuan in loans and 80 billion yuan in aid. It will also encourage Chinese companies to invest at least 70 billion yuan in Africa. Speaking on behalf of the West African region at the opening ceremony is Nigeria's President Bola Tinubu.
Being the flourishing economic partnership, trade between Africa and China has grown exponentially, reaching an estimated $280 billion US. These impressive figures speak volumes about the strength of our economic relationship.
Antonio Guterres, the United Nations Secretary General, describes China-Africa cooperation as the most significant alliance of our time.
China's remarkable record of development, including on eradicating poverty, provides a wealth of experience and expertise. And the China-Africa partnership can drive the renewable energy revolution. It can be a catalyst for key transitions on food systems and digital connectivity, and as home to some of the world's most dynamic economies, Africa can maximize the potential of China's support in areas from trade to data management, finance, and technology.
Gambia's Foreign Minister Mamadou Tangara shares his key takeaway from President Xi Jinping's opening statement.
We've been upgraded to a strategic partner level, and I think that's a step in the right direction where we can leverage on the goodwill of the Chinese side to support Gambia leapfrog in its development process. Already there are a lot of achievements in terms of infrastructural development, but today we heard the President put emphasis also on food sovereignty.
China and Africa should rally their populations together to become a powerful force and write a new chapter in peace, prosperity, and progress. These are the words of Chinese President Xi Jinping. Now, peace and security was central in this year's FOCAC as the Chinese government has pledged $140 million in military aid. The pledge is highlighting the increasing importance of security in the cooperation between China and Africa, considering rising tensions in the African continent. Reporting for QTV News from Beijing, I am Jennifer Sonko.
And we still stay with our colleague Jennifer Sonko as she reports again that as part of the ongoing Forum on China-Africa Cooperation consultations, President Barrow on Thursday participated in a high-level dialogue on the Belt and Road Initiative in Beijing.
The theme for this year's Forum on China-Africa Cooperation, FOCAC, is joining hands to advance modernization and build a high-level China-Africa community with a shared future. FOCAC was established in 2000 to strengthen friendly cooperation between China and Africa, solve global challenges, and pursue common development. What is the benefit of the Gambia's membership of the FOCAC family? Here is President Adama Barrow.
Through participation in FOCAC, the Gambia has received various capacity building support, infrastructural projects, and economic assistance to complement our development endeavors. Strategically, in pursuance of my government's development priorities, we have made sure that our National Development Plan 2023-2027 is aligned with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs 2030, and the AU Development Agenda 2063.
President Barrow's statement at a high-level dialogue on the sidelines of the FOCAC centered on promoting quality cooperation under the Belt and Road Initiative and build a platform of modernization characterized by mutual consultation, joint contribution, and shared benefits. Through the Belt and Roads project, the Gambia has benefited from roads and bridges, particularly in the Upper River region. President Barrow again.
Significantly too, BRI does not only enhance connectivity, but also benefit Africa's growth through various industries. In the Gambia, for instance, China's support in the implementation of the Greater Banjul Area Power Transmission and Distribution Modernization Project demonstrates the scope and developmental outlook of the initiative. The project is an important measure taken to implement the Gambia's 2025 energy planning roadmap.
President Barrow congratulated the Republic of Congo for becoming the new co-chair of the FOCAC after the end of Senegal's successful tenure. Reporting for KTV News from Beijing, I am Jennifer Sonko.
Now, Quest Institute of Technology, formerly Quantum Institute of Technology, today certified 20 teachers after the completion of a 2-week teacher training program on computer technology at its institute on Caraba Avenue. Amadou Tamba attended the closing ceremony and files in this report.
These teachers were trained and certified in computer technology as part of a Gambia Teachers Union training program. This training will introduce teachers to a more advanced and digital way of delivering their lessons. Anna Seka Sen, the managing director of QIT, lauded the commitment and dedication of the teachers and their steadfastness during the past 2 weeks. Madam Seka also revealed that the QIT is committed to introducing new courses to meet public demand.
It's worthy to note that QIT, formerly known as QuantumNet, and now known as Quest Institute of Technology, has been the driving force of IT in the IT industry for almost 3 decades in the Gambia. As a training institution, we are committed to excellence and consistently striving to complement government's development efforts through our quick impact courses like the one we are gathered here today. These courses are designed to quickly and efficiently respond to evolving needs of the modern work environment. We offer a variety of training programs, not only in IT, but also in business and human resources management, customer services, and marketing.
Pa Daniel Mendy, a senior program officer and a representative of the Gambia Teachers Union, underscored the importance of this training, stating that with such trainings, GTU will gradually achieve the changes they envisage.
The entire education system, minus the teacher, it will crash. No doubt about that. So whatever is invested in you, it's a right investment. It is an investment that is put in the right place. Teachers are the only superhumans because every teacher is more than one. All of us sitting here, you can count us as one. But by the time school opens and you go back, each of you will be 45 or more. That is why your presence in the classroom is important. Because each time you are absent, you alone, up to 45 or more students will suffer.
Fatoumata Mane, a participant and a teacher, expressed delight in taking part in this training.
If I'm doing my lesson plan, instead of me writing manually, I will type it in my computer and it brings all students' marks and then so on and so forth.
Usman Koli, also a participant and teacher, challenged his fellow teachers to put the knowledge gained to good use.
I strongly believe that educating a teacher is equivalent to educating a nation. Please keep up the partnership as we anticipate for more training in the near future. To the Gambia Teachers Union, I again thank you for fulfilling part of your mandate to the very own people you are serving.
Quest Institute of Technology is one of the leading training institutions in the country and offers courses ranging from business, human resource management, marketing, IT, and others. The teachers were trained in Microsoft Office, PowerPoint presentation, Microsoft Excel, and using the internet for teaching, among other digital techniques. For QTV News, Amadou Tamba.
And a report there by Amadou Tamba will lead us to the commercial break, but we will be right back.
Indian Institute of Hardware Technology Gambia Limited, one of the leading ICT training institutions in the Gambia. Enjoy a 30% discount on all programs' tuition fees if you enroll before the 10th of September 2024. Our program will start in September 2024. Our offered courses: Diploma in Introduction to Information Technology, Diploma in Database Admin, Advanced Diploma in Software Development, Diploma in Technical Support, Diploma in Multimedia, Diploma in Cybersecurity. We also offer Cisco Certified Network Administration CCNA, Cisco Certified Network Professional CCNP courses. Enroll today. Call us at 7001-968. Visit our website www.iihtgambia.gm. Connecting talent to opportunity.
Welcome to the future of transportation in the Gambia. The Bertel Harding Highway, a 22-kilometer double carriageway, is set to revolutionize travel and connectivity in our beloved country. The Bertel Harding Highway is transforming transportation in the Gambia with new roundabouts and vehicular overpasses. But safety must come first. Standing along the road or at roundabouts to flag down taxis creates unsafe conditions and unnecessary traffic jams. Remember, always board taxis at designated taxi garages or the garas located at major traffic points. Drivers stopping in no stopping zones will be penalized. Let's keep our roads clear and safe. Together, we can ensure a safe and efficient journey for all.
Q Money and Orange Money has just made money transfer easier. Now you can send money from Gambia to Senegal directly from your Q Money wallet. So what are you waiting for? Get your Q Money account now and start sending money to your friends and families through Orange Money in Senegal now. For more information, call our customer care on 133. Q Money, Sunu Kalpe. Terms and conditions apply.
Oh, thanks for staying with us following that commercial break. You're watching QTV Nightly News coming to you live from our studios on Caribou Avenue. Now, training for participants for the Social Registry Phase 4 Data Collection Survey commenced on Thursday, organized by the Gambia Bureau of Statistics. The survey will cover Banjul and Kanifing Municipality. Lamin Alaji Funding Dabo has the details.
This is the fourth phase of the Social Registry data collection exercise. The first phase in 2020 covered 30 districts in URR, CRR, LRR, the Fonyes and Sabah Sanjal in the North Bank region. The second phase covered 6 districts in NBR, while the third phase in 2023 covered 4 districts in the WCR. Nyakasi MB Sanyang, the statistician general, underscores the significance of the training, adding that GBOS will ensure that all necessary precautions and preconditions are in place to protect their integrity.
Spell checks will be conducted by another firm called Sepras, and they are here with you. They are equally getting themselves au fait with the instruments that you are using. So they equally understand the instrument. They will be following in the field to check whether you have done the right thing. They will go after the households that you have visited and ask the same questions. So if you cheat, they know. And it's easy for us to know who conducted the interview in any particular household or specific household. So please, let us not try to beat the system, because in the process, we may find ourselves wanting.
In February 2016, the government approved the National Protection Agenda. Momodu Kediba is the national coordinator at the National Social Protection Secretariat.
As far as government is concerned, we implore on all of you to do everything humanly possible to get the most accurate information of all households, exactly the way it is. Because so far, from URL to the combos, all the programs that we implement, we don't have serious issues in terms of data accuracy.
The Gambia Social Registry will comprise household demographic and socio-economic data. The National Statistics Council, under the Office of the Vice President, was represented at the event by its chairman, Serim Falunjai.
Government attaches great importance to this, and I'm happy to note that government is fully committed to it and will hopefully, from 2025 onwards, be allocating financial resources to support the program, and will take a leading role in this, not only in ensuring that there is proper coordination, but then also providing financial resources to ensure that programs that we aspire to implement, we are able to implement.
Elizabeth A. Kamara, one of the survey participants, expresses her views about the training.
My expectations are to be able to learn the knowledge, the skills that would be able to support me and the rest of the team at the field to be able to implement the activity as usual. As it is a national exercise and the lives of a lot of people, communities and households depends on this exercise, and we hope to come out with the best data possible.
The Gambia Social Registry will consolidate a common database which will contain key information about current and potential beneficiaries, and will serve as a single entry point for main social protection programs. For QTV News, I am Lamin Alaifandindabo.
Now, Child Fund the Gambia organized a day-long youth day of service, which involved cleaning exercises, intergenerational dialogue, and tree planting. Mamoudou Gajaga accompanied them, and this is his report.
This youth gathering, which began with a caravan in Brikama at the district hospital intersection, shows young people, primarily supported by Child Fund, cleaning the main road leading to the hospital and surrounding areas. The goal of the activity is to instill in young people a sense of responsibility and to create awareness about issues such as indiscriminate dumping illegal logging, and other forms of environmental destruction. Samba Keita, a business development specialist with Child Fund The Gambia, explains.
Child Fund, through its partners, precisely LIP Africa and Dow Chemicals, as well as our local partners, annually have seen the impact that Youth Day of Service is creating to our environment. So Child Fund have done numerous efforts, both locally and internationally, to find out what are the causes of the global warming that we're experiencing, what are the key factors that contribute to the emission of carbon to the environment. And key among the issues we were able to find out is that the unsegregated dumping of waste is one of the key contributing factors to affecting our environment.
Youths lead the conservation of our only home, Earth, says a banner, while other signs read, protect the environment, dispose waste properly, and stop plastic pollution, among others. The theme of the Youth Convergence is protect the environment. No action is too small. Usman Bojang, on behalf of the youths at the forum, talked about how the environment needs to be protected.
So as young people, there are things that we can do to make sure that we also leave our legacy as far as environmental protection and conservation is concerned. The first thing is tree planting. And I think we all know the benefits of trees. Trees can provide us with food. In fact, trees they provide us with oxygen that we breathe to make sure that we survive. They make sure we have enough rainfall to support our crops during the rainy season. And they also provide habitats for our wild animals.
The National Disaster Management Agency, NDMA, were represented at the Convergence by Mamadou BK Sise. He says more needs to be done to save the planet from the effects of climate change through action.
At our compound gates, you see heaps of waste dumped. Nobody cares about it. Sometimes when it is raining, people will use the waste that they put in the bags in their compounds, come and throw it in the runoff water. Eventually, it will go and block the water somewhere, and that will lead to maybe collapse or damage to critical infrastructures like dwellings, like road networks, etc., etc.
The Youth Conference brought together Child Fund The Gambia affiliates such as Sama Cairo and Dinding Yurwa federations to participate in environmental conservation activities such as cleaning, and also featuring a dialogue addressing the theme. According to the organizers, the planned tree planting by youth groups will take place in several locations later on. They hope that these activities, in line with others, will reverse the damage already done to the environment. Umudu Gajaga, QTV News.
And time now for international news in a moment. Now, following his recent visit to West Africa, during which he signed a series of agreements to strengthen ties and promote cooperation, we take a look at some of the highlights of Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez's visit to the Gambia, Senegal, and Mauritania, and what the people of Spain make of his visit. More in this report. Spain is one of the European countries most affected by irregular migration. This is due to its proximity to the African continent, particularly from the northern tip, which has been the main route for migrants. And as the country grapples with challenges presented by the huge influx of irregular migrants and others, the head of the Spanish government, Pedro Sanchez, embarked on a state visit to Mauritania, Senegal, and the Gambia to launch a new strategy to help curtail such migration and address some of these challenges, and at the same time strengthen bilateral ties and cooperation with these countries. While irregular migration, given its contentiousness, may have understandably stolen the spotlight during his visit, there were many other important agreements signed during Prime Minister Sanchez's visit, all geared towards ensuring safety and economic prosperity, as well as strengthening cooperation between Africa and Europe, particularly between Spain and these West African countries. During his visit to the Gambia, Prime Minister Sanchez visited officers of the Spanish Guard Civil and National Police at the port of Gambia, and was later received by President Barrow at State House, where two critical agreements were signed to facilitate legal migration and ensuring stability and security. The Circular Migration Agreement is expected to enable Gambians to legally migrate to Spain to work in industries to help tackle the country's labor shortage. while the Security Cooperation Agreement aims to enhance cooperation in addressing security challenges through the exchange of information and intelligence to combat organized crime and other security threats. In Senegal and Mauritania, similar issues were raised and several agreements signed. Senegal's President Bassirou Diomaye Faye used the occasion of Sanchez's visit to call on Europe to increase its efforts to address the instability and insurgency in the Sahel region, pointing to the interconnected security concerns of Africa and Europe. Prime Minister Sanchez's main message has been one of Spain's willingness to strengthen the economic component of bilateral relations through the creation of opportunities such as employment and investment by Spanish-owned companies in Africa. While political observers commend Sanchez for his decision to engage these countries, who he views as critical partners, some in the opposition in these African countries are questioning these agreements. Back in Spain, the opposition has also criticized his decision to visit these countries and the agreement signed, arguing that it will yield little to no benefit to Spain. In the Gambia, some activists took to social media to ask Parliament to demand government reveal the entire contents of the agreement signed with Spain. Regardless of one's views on his visit and the agreement signed, this historic decision to engage these African countries indicates a major shift in Spain's efforts to strengthen relations with Africa. Ansmana Sonyasi for KTV News. And I'm afraid this is where we draw the curtains on this bulletin. But before we take a leave of you, here's a recap of our main headlines. The Forum on China-Africa Cooperation has officially been opened in Beijing by China's President Xi Jinping, with over 50 African heads of state attending, including Gambia's President Adama Barrow. Also, as part of the China-Africa Cooperation Forum, President Barrow on Thursday participated in high-level dialogue in Beijing on the Belt and Road Initiative. Quest Institute of Technology, formerly Quantum Institute of Technology, today certified 20 teachers after the completion of a 2-week teacher training program on computer technology. And the training for participants for the Social Registry Phase 4 Data Collection Survey commenced on Thursday, organized by the Gambia Bureau of Statistics. In international news, following his recent visit to West Africa, during which he signed a series of agreements, we looked back at some of the highlights of Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez's visit to the Gambia, Senegal, and Mauritania. Well, that's all we have for you in this bulletin. To join us at 10 p.m. for another bulletin. Until then, thanks for watching.